So they've just arrived. This is the Mezco 5 points Batman the Animated Series Wave 1. This is all 4 figures. This is how the order came. I could only buy all 4, which is fair enough. So this is going to be a very quick opening, just to show you what the figures look like, how they articulate, and just give some brief first impressions until I write a proper review, but I'll link in the description. So let's just get a little bit in. We'll start with the main guy. So Batman. Let's get this open. So that's a good sign. Comes with a little stand, just like the first bunch of 5 points figures I bought, which was the Warriors. Ooh. It's all falling out. We'll get the figure. Okay, it's a little protective piece of plastic. So you can get a little bit better angle. So just the first impression is maybe they were trying to like emulate that old sort of Kenner style, you know, 3 4/4 inch body style. I don't know, it doesn't quite, is it me or does it not quite look quite beefy enough to be animated Batman? That's my initial thought. I think he just looks a little bit too slender for my liking personally. We try and get close up of the face. There is sort of a frowny expression, if you can see, if we get it close enough. Will it focus? Come on. Vaguely. Kind of see, yeah. But the Battle logo is nicely tempoed on. That's about the distance we're going to have to... sort of a flat... This looks brighter on camera. This yellow, it's sort of a flat yellow, almost canary yellow. And obviously, like, as you see often in the animated show, it's black on the outside, dark blue on the inside. It's a very soft plastic. And obviously being 5 points, that's in reference to the articulation, so the head just fully turns. Does it tilt? Little bit of tiltage, not much. The arms. Well, I guess the arm would rotate if the cape wasn't in the way. Is it going to focus? No. Well, you can still see. Sort of, yeah, it can go all around. Nothing at the waist, as I expected. And of course the legs go up and they go down. So does it, let's see how it stands. Let me just see how it stands on its own. Because obviously that Bruce Timm design is very classic, but not great for action figures because they have such tiny, yeah, just about stands, but barely. So yeah, let's cut the hardtape and use the stand. Just got a single peg, goes in fine. That stands quite sturdy. So with that in mind, actually let's just take an official measurement from the feet to just the very top of the ears. It's just a shade over 4 inches. So that's odd, because if we do size comparison with a vintage Star Wars, and these guys just don't fit in the Batmobile. If you watch the Batmobile video, I tried to put other similarly scaled figures into the Batmobile and they just wouldn't really fit. Let's use this insert tray to prop him up a bit. Just a shade shorter than Admiral Akbar. That was good. Give or take a millimeter. Right. Yeah, clearly shorter than 52 Toys Guy from Final Fight. And technically this is canon. Well, not really, but he's about... Ooh, God, he needs to stand as well. Yeah, definitely shorter than Higher Toys Judge Dredd. So, I need to put it. It's all very professional, this. I just dropped the stand. Good for me. I might. So just safer to have it on the stand, really. Good. So for accessories, he comes with this grapple hook piece, which is just. It's not flex. Well, there's a bit of flex to this plastic, but it's not posable. But it is somewhat soft. And you've got a tiny batarang. And I guess that's, yeah, this is the thing. So instead of like ruin the aesthetic, I guess their idea is that you just change the arms out. This is it was fairly tight. That was completely painful, but okay, this is getting it in, if you find the expression, is a lot harder. Oh, that was a struggle. So yeah, just straight off the bat, I'm going to suggest like pick a poke or pick a display option you want and just leave it, because I think I have to do it over and over. This is, oh wow, it's really, yeah. But I'm guessing this is the hand that holds the batarang. If that goes in. Yeah, it does slot it in, but it's a real fiddle, especially if you've got big old. Yeah, it does go in. So there's that. And then the other arm is firing the grapple hook, which he often did. So let's. I'm gonna have to do this off camera because it's just so. Because the cape gets in the way and it's soft and pliable, but it's not hugely thick. You know, you don't want to tear it. Not for the price you pay, anyway. Is it? Oof. So as you can just put it in a little pose. Ah, right, and I guess so. This will go. Yeah, there's a little tiny hole in there that goes in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this up close with my old man eyes because it's such a little tiny post to get in, and this plastic is quite flexible. Not super flexible, but you know, you'd rather something a bit more solid so you can. There we go. It does feed in eventually. So you can have a. So you've got some nice display options there. That's pretty good, I'd say. Oh, and of course, not forgetting. Let's put that down for the moment. There's an alternate head. Oh, that comes off super easy. That's good. I was worried that was gonna. And then it's sort of like a grimacing face. which he often was. I mean, you know, he had a lot of problems with Batman. I didn't put it on quite properly. That needs to go down a bit more. That's better. That's better. That's more like it. Well, that wasn't like it, but and also is this tiny respirator mask. You can see that okay. Is that coming out all right? Now this, I'm pretty certain, is the one he wears in The Last Laugh, which was the Joker's first episode in the animated series. That's the one where he pollutes Gotham with a cloud of laughing gas. See if it slips on. It's not made from a particularly soft plastic. It's fairly rigid, but it goes over. Yeah, it's definitely a tight fit. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna have to do this just up close to myself and not on camera, I'm afraid. But it's pretty, because there's no flex in the strap behind it. Like this. See this strap? This is as far down as I can get it, and it's not flexible. There's no stretch, so I'm worried about breaking it. I'm gonna try and. Maybe I'm doing it upside down. Let me refer to the card. No, it's the right way up. But if I can just push, see how I'm just pushing down with my finger. There's not a lot of give on it. So I just think that if I push my luck with this, it's just going to snap. It's so thin. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Let me try and put it on the original head and see if I can slip it on from like over the jaw instead of over the ears. Ah, this is better. So you try and slip it on from the bottom upwards. Then it's, yeah. See already it just goes over the face a lot better. And you have to try and just finagle the strap to go just a little bit behind the head so it fits. Okay, so it will do that. So that's how that is done. You see, I make the mistake so you don't have to. That's the only thing I can do in life. You can't be good advice, be the severe warning. So there you go, that goes on pretty easily. I'd say fairer than it. Put those there. Okay, next one is Catwoman. This I'm going to do off camera because I don't want the accessories to fly everywhere again. If I can just very, very carefully. Take. Okay, put her on a stand. So straight away this is more in, because the Kenner figures are fine and all, but they are of their time and you don't get the best proportions, especially for female figures. But you can see straight away like Catwoman is notably much smaller frame, shorter than Batman. And it's sort of stood in a nice sort of like a slight sort of casual sort of sassy position. It's really nice detail on the face. I mean, obviously the paint apps are basic, but you know, the detail is there. Yeah, their eyes are on pretty good. They've got that little tiny sort of outline around the eyes. I think that's actually pretty good. The paint on the belt is, you can see there's a little bit of a miss some parts, but otherwise very nice. And obviously, you know, 5 points, so head turns around, almost no tilt at all. Obviously that turns and that turns. And let's see what the legs do, because obviously the cut is different because they come at an angle, so come out the side much more. So yeah, if we just, I very much doubt she's going to be able to sit. I very much doubt she's going to be able to sit in the Batmobile. But did she ever in the show? I don't know. Did you ever give her a lift? Bit rude of him. So, for accessories, she has... Oof, that's really stiff. She has an alternate unmasked head. Which is her... Let's just get this with her mask off. Again, very nice painted details. Right down to the earrings. Just little sort of loops. And obviously because of the hair, she can't really turn her head much at all. Just that. And you've got they're basically mirror sculpts of each other. You've got two come on, focus, you rubbish. Here we go. Got two extra arms, just sort of grabbing poses, but bent at the elbow. So obviously I should point out that why the figures are quite the arms are quite stiff, especially these pegs. I don't like the build quality is good. I don't feel like these are breaking. And oh, look at that. That's something you don't see much these days. See that glossiness? That glossiness? I think that's a bit of a mold injector release. They spray that on the inside of the molds. So the plastic parts fall out much easier. Come on. So you got this. Oh, it's not just grabbing, it's like in a sort of like, you know, cat claws with her hands out. Come on. So it's kind of like meow, I'm gonna scratch her, or boo. Again, very well. You can't say, at least you can't. At least you can say the limbs aren't loose, you know. So also included is this very, very tiny necklace. I guess if you want, you could have a holding it. Could she wear it, I suppose? I mean, if you just pop the head off and put it over the neck. Let's see. I mean, it's quite gummy, so does it fit over? Yeah. So it does. But the hair wants to push it down, so I guess it's better off if you use the mask head for that. can wear it, which I say is a better option than not holding it. Focus on these is so bad. It rests okay. So she also comes with a whip, as she would do. This is, again, not unlike the part that comes with the grappling hook. It's got a bit of flex to it, but it's not particularly soft plastic. That just, yeah, just feeds into the right hand quite easily. It's fine. And you've got a cat. That's just a little static piece. Slight bit of flex in the tail, but nice. I mean, it's just the 2 paint apps on the eyes, but they're nice though. It's nice and clean. You can't say fairer than that, really. Okay, let's put that there, out of the way. Okay, now it's... Oh, I knew I shouldn't have cut my nails. Now we've got Robin. And yeah, very nice. Good sculpt of the hair. He's got a little sort of like, you know, 90s flick for the side parting. And yeah, sort of keeping with that sort of old school style of things. The little buttons or buckles, whatever you call them. And the R logo, that's painted on. Again, decent sized cape, but quite a bit of flex to it. The same, you know, accessories of Batman. Again, does he have any head tilts? No, I guess they're all this way. They just don't have much in the way of head tilts. Which is, you know, fair enough. So let's see for X. So he's going to need both these alternate arms for his accessories. So we'll just straight away just take them off. And he's got no alternate head because he's just Robin. So we'll just put these. Yeah, because both of these are slightly bent arms. They've got gripping hands. So this is how we're going to do that. So, like Batman, he has a batarang. That just slips in there. Okay, it holds in fine. And he has his, well, it's described on the card is it's a bowler. So I guess that's one of those things, you know, where you fling it at someone's feet. And it wraps around them and then they fall over, but yeah. This is no real proper way for it to hold it, because it all seems like it's that slightly flexible plastic, but it's not posable. So I'm not quite sure what you're supposed to do with this. Like, does it just sort of holds? Maybe you hold it at one end and it's like, I don't know, he's going to fling it like a lasso or something. I don't know. Oh, my mistake. Almost lost it. There is actually an alternate head for Robin. Slightly smiling face. Actually, this is really good. Is that, you know, suits the character. You know, because he was always making little quips on the sides. Oh, again, very tight fit. So yeah, yeah, that's a pretty good rubbing, I'd say. No complaints from me on that part. So let's get to the fourth and final figure. And that's the Joker. I've not put him in his peg properly, sorry. Do excuse my unprofessionalism. I'm unprofessional. So let's get him down a bit better. So yeah, I would say I like the touch that they've added the little green highlight in the hair. I think, I don't know, maybe there's something a little bit off about the face. Is it me? I don't know. I think from the right angle it's good, but I think dead on. I don't know, maybe the nose is a bit too flat. I don't know. So I'm not quite. I'm not sure. But again, really nice paint apps. Just really, they're simple but well applied. You know, they've got the eyes are right. The teeth are slightly yellowed. He's got his little posy there. His bolo tie. The white on his spats are, yeah, more fine. I'd say they're not perfect, but I'd say, you know, for a Joker this small, you know, I'd say that's pretty good. But so in terms of free accessories, obviously we're going to need the other arms to hold them. Well, these come off very easily, like that. I guess he doesn't have a stupid cape to get in the way. And the joints aren't as stiff. So he's got like an extra sort of like pointing hand. So, I don't know, did he do much pointing, the Joker? I don't remember. Well, he's got that. And then one bent arm with a gripping hand. So with that, you can insert this dagger. So there's quite a detail on it. Like the very bottom of the handle is a darker brown. The ribbing, that's part of the sculpt. I'm gonna have to do this up close because it's really small. I also should point out that these are adult collectibles, and yeah, this reflects that. That's actually notably quite sharp. Again, I think this accessory is a reference to The Last Laugh. I think that's the knife he like stabs the air holes in that bin they shoved Batman in before throwing him in the ocean, I think. Comes okay. And the other accessory, or the second weapon technically is his laughing fish, if it will focus for a change. And again, that's got some nice paint on it as well. Again, once again, it's used that slightly off cream for the teeth. Now, does that fit in the hand okay? Let's try. It doesn't look like it will. It really doesn't look like it will fit. I'm going to That's sort of okay. Okay, the card back illustration shank can go in a bit further, so let's... Okay, so you sort of have to go in like lengthways, and then it does hold if the phone will focus. Will it? Come on, come on. Eventually, come on. Yeah, I am looking to getting a better camera, I promise. Come on, focus, you stupid. Well, he is holding it. I'd take my word for it. There you go. Oh, now he shows. See, so it grips okay eventually. It's just to go in sort of like sideways, so it's like at the finish point, so it can slip in down, and then you can turn it in. I'll do the reverse so you can see what I mean. So you turn, and then like that. And last but not least, he has an alternate head with his, what's a bit of tilt, more tilt to it than normal, with his hat on. I mean, the sculpt is really impressive. You know, they've actually, it's not like, you know, you can actually see like the open mouth and inside. Again, I'm not quite sure the lightness is 100% there. Bear in mind, this is, you know, I mean, that's my thumbnail, that's his face. So, you know, you can't get perfection at this scale. But still pretty good though. So let me just go side by side so you get a rough sense of scale. So yeah, you can see he's like physically bigger than the Joker, but not by a huge amount. And if you watch the show, I mean, Batman has these huge broad shoulders. It's not quite coming across 100%, but so let's get to the reason you're all here, because you wanted to see this on the previous videos, and now we can finally do it. We can see how they get into the Batmobile. Now, obviously, we saw the way Catwoman's legs turn out. There's no way on earth she's getting inside that canopy. So, right. I think just to play fair, I'm gonna give Batman both his straight arms, or his default arms, because I think that's, you know, let's be reasonable. Okay, so remember it's saying in the instructions for the Batmobile, you need to bend the cape. Okay, let's, well, I mean, even at this scale, this is going to be a pretty tight fit. And it is. It is. Ooh, easy. I'm just carefully feeding the cape and the legs down. But he does. Okay, so I should note his cape is caught on the gear stick. So let me try, I just want to try and very carefully feed it in. Now, I can see this already. I just want you to see. This is just me pushing it in first time, right? So what it looks like to me is maybe the springiness of the soft cape isn't quite soft enough, and it's stopping him from, I think he has to be somewhat reclined or something. So not at a perfect like seated position. I think he needs to be a bit like that, maybe. Try and, I mean, I never owned the original Batmobile back when Kenner made it with the animated figures. Was it this difficult getting Batman in? Because this is already like a hassle. I think to myself, I'm going to take the photos for this and never put them in again. Because it's just, where's my tweezers? I need to use some sort of implement. This is all real time, you know, you gotta, okay. You have to somehow get that cape to go, you need to get that cape to go in to the footwell, because it keeps getting caught on that gear stick. And that way, he's like pretty much now reclining, and then we can, hey, now he's driving it. I mean, you can't see him, but he's driving it. I mean, the bent arms won't be able to reach the steering wheel or anything, but I don't know, that seems like a lot of fuss for... Okay, let's get Robin in there too. Let me take him off his stand. Oh, it's very... really wedged in his foot. Oh no! Well, can you believe it? I tried to take Robin's stand, or of the foot peg, out of the foot. See that? The peg just twisted right off. Because clear plastic does tend to be a bit more brittle, as proven, so I'm going to just blue tack that bad boy on. Okay, so let's try and get Robin in there. There you go. So be careful of those pegs, because once they're in there, they're in there. Oh, Robin goes in easy. Look at that. He's in there smooth as you like, and then that's both of them. I may have to just leave Robin in the car. So there you go. That is Mezco 5 Points Batman the Animated Series, Wave 1. For review coming soon.